Dobro večer i dobrodošli. Večernji streamić of Kingdom Come Deliverance-a. Nadam se sve čuje. Čuje, dobro je. Mogu skinuti slušalicu. Jazz time. Black nek sam zoba šta si je skuho. I streamat će fino do ponoć. I onda sutra kad se probudi, opet će u podne upaliti. Dobar dan i tebi. I opet ću upaliti stream u podne. Nego, ja idem prvo spavat jer je mrak, ne želim mrak. Idem prvo riješiti par ovih side questa ovdje i onda rokamo main quest. Tako. Makni taj torč, ne treba nam. Navodno, morao sam ići gledat za ovaj tu quest, za Find the Book of the Miller. Znači, tražimo onog lika šta se usro i onda je sa tom Kingom vjerojatno dio šupak brisat. Navodno se on nalazi van dvorca i to kaže onaj tamo šta sam mu trebao kreftat mač, što ti on kaže. Ja sam to čuo, ali nisam mislio da doslovno moraš ići iza dvorca. Nisam mislio da će toliko biti retardiran quest u smislu pronalaženja tog tipa. Uš on je tu iza Kenjare. Evo ga.
You must be Nick Varday. Poor wretch.
Just je potion. Nema knjigu. O majku ti jebem. Evo knjige. Jel to to? Je. Jel ima kao bring book? Ok, samo bring book to Miller. Dobro. To smo riješili. Znači ovdje nemam nikakav side quest više. Imamo semino. Ajde idemo ovdje. Idemo tu. Onda ćemo našaketat ove likove. Continue my way. Neki kamp. Našaketam brzinski ove likove da mi se maknu ove quest ikone jer me nerviraju. Jer onda neću znati ako stvarno bude neki quest A, tu si.
I have the book for you.
Well, I must admit, I haven't had an apprentice this handy in a long time. Zinnik has nothing on you.
I didn't even look inside.
You had a treasure like this in your hands, and you weren't even curious to have a peek? Well, I suppose it's not for everyone. I'll have a look for myself. This really is something. But why is it all covered in shit?
Let's just say the scribe didn't have it. It actually wasn't even in the cart under it.
Oh, refining saltpeter. Boil wine. Well, the last chapter of our story of knowledge awaits us.
So what now? Do you have another job for me?
Charcoal. Sulfur from Hermes Trismegistos. Saltpeter from the carcass pit. As long as Black Bertolt didn't make any mistakes in his calculations.
What Bertolt? Oh, God damn it, Crazer. What's going on here? I'm tired of flying back and forth like a rag on a stick. I won't be led around by the nose. Will you finally tell me what's going on?
Believe it or not, all this secrecy had its reasons. But now I don't have to hide anything from you. It's time. We'll meet with the others in the lair. You go ahead. I'm going to get a few things ready.
All right then.
Okay. Jel mogu pogledati ja tu malo knjigu? Ne mogu, sjebao sam se. Nema veze. Jel mi lik prljav? I nije. Tu se trebamo naći. Ovdje imamo side questić. Ajde da to odmah riješim. Znači mi to brzo.
Can I? Yeah, all right.
What are you waiting for?
Well,
What about... I don't know.
I do.
Say you...
Ajde.
I can see you. Stay
Total.
out of my line of sight. You... All right.
Thanks.
But you what?
Ovaj.
Careful. Jesus Christ. The how's good. Then he's not really. Aye. Do you want? Come on. All right. Here's the good. Oh, farewell. Oh! Fucking cunt!
Unconscious. Bem ti sve. Ajde diš se. Nisam to uopće tako jako udario. Ajde vira jebote kuk. Kurac si neki. Skill teacher.
Good days. Are you sure? What about damn? But don't. Here's the that's
Ajde. Ej,
useless. Just
ej, ej.
Jesus. I'm it. Just you wait. There you go. Just you wait. Come closer.
Sting like a bee. Vaza.
Bam. Just you wait. Come closer. Bam. There you go.
Još malo.
Come closer.
I ovaj unconscious. Dobro, to smo riješili. Ajde, brže, diš se. Da, hoćeš brže od ovoga se ustat. Da, brže.
You alright? Here.
Okej, to je to.
And gather in the hay.
Aye. When I'm old and infirm.
Okej, to smo riješili. Ništa, idemo u lair. Dođi konja, dođi.
Quick. Quick.
O, u vodu pas. Polopat.
What'll happen now?
Our last supper. with only one but very filling course awaits us.
Crazel, please. For once, just once, tell me what's actually going on.
And rob myself of enjoying your blissful ignorance? Not a chance. Tell me yourself, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, hopefully I'll finally find out what the point of all this was.
Or not, until you try another dose of night.
I wouldn't do that to him. Bonnie will start today. At least I'll finally see if she understood my teachings. Bonnie?
First of all, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the whole gang for all the work you've done. We could never have finished the job. We found 2 new partners, you and Monarch here. It's good to have someone to rely on. So, it's time we started being honest with you, so you can finally learn the whole truth.
Not yet. Let's pull up that uppity bastard's leg a bit longer. That's the...
One more word, Zinek, and you'll get one on the nose.
Calm down, friend. I'm just kidding. Tell him then, Bonnie.
This whole time, you've been collecting ingredients and clues for us. But, so you wouldn't go nosing around, we always told you it was for something different than it actually was.
The mayor
Dobro,
here
to je
calls
jako
it
kužno.
tackets.
Tactic, and everything worked out
Tackets.
according to plan. So today we're finally close. With the help of Hermes Trismegistos and his successors, we'll finally complete the dream of all alchemists. Our magnum opus.
Exactly, Bonnie.
Magnum opus. The great work of alchemy. You're trying to make the Philosopher's Stone.
I see you've learned something after all. But no,
Mi smo
the
pametni.
Philosopher's Stone isn't our goal.
Let's see then, Henry. What is it you think we're making here?
The most precious metal of all.
Well, Henry's not too far from the truth after all. Attempts to create gold started it all. But it ended up a little different. Let's start at the beginning. My father was a miller as well, but I was never... Even as a young boy, I loved running around Lower Samine and investigating everything living and dead. And my mother, God rest her soul, decided it'd be best for me to go study in Prague.
Mitch, donira 5 eura. Hvala vam 5 eura.
Pack my bag.
Hvala puno. Ne znam, jesi šta pisao? Nisi ništa napisao, dobro. Hvala taj. Hvala puno. As soon as I grew up, gained a bit of sense, I packed my bags and left. Did you follow that?
Keep it short, Crazel. I don't need to hear your life story.
You won't know the context. I didn't finish studying at the university, but I fell into alchemy. And when I returned to the mill, I started doing my own experiments. Once I tried mixing sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter. I had a candle burning next to me. A gust of wind scattered the mixture. And all of a sudden, bang! I almost shit myself, I tell you. Explosive black powder.
What is it?
More than that.
Barot.
It makes a very big bang.
I couldn't continue my experiments on my own, but Bonnie and Zinnik did a few little jobs for me.
So he initiated it.
But we just still didn't know how to do it right.
And we used up a huge amount of saltpeter and sulfur.
By the way, the manuscript from that Hermes Trismegistos was our shopping list and price list for material from Kuttenberg.
Only we didn't know correct proportions. I looked up a few of my former fellow students and brought her, and we found out that before
Some fella called Black Bertold, and that he even started writing a book called
Feuerwerkbuch.
We couldn't believe our luck when we found out there's a copy of it right here.
And you know...
It's a discovery that will change history. All it takes is a spark, and a storm of fire will sweep away the old world order. It will...
And what will happen now?
As I said, we're about to have our last supper on our journey to satisfy our hunger for knowledge. Blackbird
Ajme, šta ti kažeš na ovu igru? Ako pratiš, ne znam koliko si točno pratio Jel ti se sviđa?
Thanks to you, we do. We can finally
Tim,
finish Bertold's work.
Da sam ja radio
Finish
sve
this book.
što se može ovdje.
See with our own
Meni je toliko
eyes
zanimljivo da
what a barrel
sve
of
sam
black
napravio.
powder can
I sve
do.
ću napraviti ako mogu.
I hope you're as excited as I am.
I've heard enough. Now I want to see that with my own eyes.
Let's do it then. Bonnie, is everything ready?
Indeed, it is. We can get started.
Ok, ajmo. Big Bang. Realno, meni svaka igra smor ne kažem da je loša. Aha. Jebi ga, na što? Realno, nema puno igri ovog tipa da su dobre. To je stvar. Što većina ovakvih igri je smor. Zadnji put kad sam igrao igru ovakvog tipa i da sam ovako uživao u njoj je bio Witcher. Da je ovakav open world RPG gdje ti radiš šta god hoćeš, gdje god doslovno Witcher. Zadnja igra. Mene na primjer ubio Witcher kod Blacka. Ubio Witcher. Znaš što? Dobro, Black je isto išao, Witcher je ja mislim puno veća igra od ovoga. Puno više toga ima. Black je puno radio okolo stvari. I nije, ja ne bih rekao da je to igra zanimljiva za stream. To je možda igra zanimljiva za... Opa. To je igrica možda zanimljiva za tipa epizode, napraviti video, katat, jel? I ono samo misije šibat ili nešto. Ali je predugačka. To je igra, brate, mili, sjedni, upali, uživaj sam. Mislim, i ovo je, ali eto ja streamam, mislim.
I'd say it works just fine.
A to je već do mene. A pa da. Pa je, slažem se. Nisu baš za stream. Nisu baš za stream. Mislim, ova igra bi bila malo više za stream, da ja šibam samo main questove, da ja ne radim ništa ovo sa strane. Ali da radiš to, onda igra izgubi svu čar koju ima. Evo, oglušio sam, jebote. Jebrenim time, bit će DayZ vjerojatno večeras isto. Malo kasnije. Igra mi se jako DayZ i ovaj vikend ću igrat više DayZ-a. Kanadžanin će mi doći možda u nedjelju. Možda. Jer mora učiti, ima neke ispite. Šta je li to? Gotov quest.
You really led me on about the gunpowder magazine.
Not exactly. I studied the writing, but they were... but
So for the last time...
I'll do what I promised. I'm going to gather together all the knowledge. That's up to you. Louis Samin has no hold on... You know, the inevitable...
That sounds somehow... Now I'm even happier about the great thing we've accomplished.
The idea... Maybe it's time to carry sacks. But if you...
I know where to find...
Indeed. Take care.
Ok, to je to, znači da sam htio napraviti barut i baču koja eksplodira. Top. Šta ti voliš gledat, Time? Šta je tebi zanimljivo? Znaš što? Ja sam htio i još uvijek želim, ali jednostavno trebam uvatiti neko vrijeme da to. Htio sam streamat horore vikendom, ili bar jedan dan u vikendu, ono jedno večer, pa sad subota na večer. Ide horor.
Well, I apologize for the stench.
Stvarno smrdim. Smrdim, da. Ozo jebi. Što sam htio reći? Horore bi streamo. Vikendom, ali nikako uvatiti ono vremena ni volje sad. Jebi ga. Toliko sam zagrizu za ovu igru i onda mi se usto još igra DayZ. I onda usto sve još igramo Marvel. Ono, nemam vremena jednostavno za toliko igri. 25 grošena.
Do you know who's next? Well, if you've got... I've got... Look, it seems you're not too keen on getting him. Knew him. Johnny was my right-hand man. Can't even count how many times we saved each other's eyes. What should I bring? His shield, I reckon. Where can I find... You know what's funny? Where did he send him? Just a little ways off. To the bank of Rock Tower Pond. From what I've heard. He and... Why did you send... Another band ambushed a noble's retinue there. I know exactly... You didn't have anything to do with it, did you?
No, I told you. I only heard about it. Some band of outsiders has been wreaking havoc in the area for some...
Do you know who they...
No idea. But I reckon they're...
So what do they want?
Lord knows.
I've heard enough.
Henry, wait. You know, Johnny was a stand-up bloke. And it would be a shame to kill him. What's more, he's a fair bit older than me. And he has a bum leg. It would be dishonorable to kill someone like that.
Wait. So you want me to let him go?
Not so loud. I know Samin wants them all dead.
But if I let him live, I risk not only my arse...
Aye. But he doesn't... Unlike those other bastards. Johnny never betrayed me. Sure...
For all I know, one footpad is just like another. I don't see any reason why I should spare this one.
You don't know
Kaže, meni je
shit,
zanimljivo
mate.
gledat co-op igre.
But I ain't gonna beg you on my knees. Do what you
Jebi ga.
want.
Toga, mislim, toga malo fali. Malo više toga treba. Ali definitivno najbolja co-op igra što sam ja ikad igrao je onaj... Kak se zove? It Takes Two. Znači ono je savršenstvo od igra, masterpiece. Where the fuck je misija ova? Johnny. Moramo zaklat nekog psa s onim smačem. Moram negdje cuku naći, evo te. To će mi biti žao napraviti, ali moram.
Quick!
Eh?
Whoa!
Šta ima ovdje? Raw deer loin. Nighthawk. Zanimljivo. Nema nikakav chest, ništa.
You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit!
Calm down!
You and
I
your
surrender!
surrender!
Away with that bastard.
What do you want?
You're out of luck.
Kolji!
Rip your ass out!
Dobar damage radim. Da, dobar damage. A ovo su neki slabi banditi.
Wait! I surrender! Guel sent me.
What? Why should I believe you?
Please. Just surrender, and I'll spare you. Fuck her!
Enough!
Nije
I give
htio.
up!
Surrender. It's not worth it.
All right. I surrender.
Finally, you've come to your senses. I didn't come here to kill you.
No? Then
You need to get out of here and never come back.
why?
Thank Gules for that. He asked me to spare you. Unlike the rest of your mates.
That old git. So, Semin got to him after all. Well, it was but for him to put a good word in for me like...
I mention it.
Right. He...
And another thing. Gules told me he sent you to take a look around here. Did you find anything left over from the ambush?
Unfortunately not. Everything of value was already gone. A few fellas were still searching the place.
Wait, You caught them there?
Aye. There was some sort of guard. One of my men followed them all the way to their camp.
Fine. That's enough for me. You can't show your face here in the region again. Otherwise you'd land both me and Gules in hot water.
Da. Ok. Mi ćemo vama pokrast pare. Pivica. Dobro. Evo te vidimo i konje. Mountain Steel Expect Horse. Lošiji od mog. Ovo je bolji. Ne veze, ne, ja ne dam Pebblesa za sve pare. To je to. Problem je što moram naći negdje neke pse. Odnosno jednog psa. Šta je ovdje? Ja negdje moram naći cuku i zaklat ga.
Quick!
I to sa ovim mačem.
You're a dead man!
Quick!
Ko je ovaj? Messenger.
What happened to you?
I'm in big trouble.
How so?
I lost a letter. I was supposed to deliver it to my master, but
What was in them?
I have no idea what it said. But it was my master's beloved who sent it.
Oh, so it could just as easily have been...
I don't really care what was...
Do you know where...
I haven't the faintest idea.
You should have been more... Losing them.
I know. So but now it's...
I hope you find...
Me too.
I'm sorry to hear...
Wait! Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me.
Well, if you're up...
No way.
And if I...
At least I know... Suit yourself.
Nećemo ga, nećemo.
Huh?
Trebam naći. Psa, care. Da me vukovi napadnu, to bi bilo dobro, ali...
Go!
Čekaj, ovdje je ova ženska, da vidim odmah kakav razgovor s njom poslije ovog. Emelian. Sam nju je, ne da razgovor. Nju sam vodio na wedding. Neće pričat sa mnom. Okej, nema nigdje pasa. Uf. Sve ti jebem. Idemo vam uzeti live. Tu.
Blessings to you.
Greetings
Talk.
to you.
I'd like
X.
I'll glad.
X.
Ajde, peri me. Hilaj me.
I bandaged that wound for
Hvala.
you, sir. You should be more careful next time.
Nemoj srat. You should be more careful. Ovo je moj pas. Ljudi, žao mi je, nekom će nastradat kućni ljubimac. Ako ne vama, onda vama. Ovo su oni što imaju krave. A gdje su vam psi?
Oh, you pooch. Fucking thick.
What's the matter?
Some Hawkins will I catch a lousy bloody and you need. You mange. What's that you're doing?
Okay, ne smijem.
Surely you don't want. I need a bandage. Wait. That's better.
Nema nigdje psa jebenog, pa ja ne vjerujem. Čekaj da googlam. Kak se zove quest? The Voivod Curse. Aha. Okej. Kaže, ima u kampu iza fighting arena ima psi. Okay. We will do it.
You shouldn't be walking around without a light.
Molim, šta? Aha, evo. Opa, opa. Ne! Svog psa sam udario. Dobro. Okay. Let's go. Skači.
Katarsal.
Careful.
Jungo Shina.
about that?
Have you fought?
It's ready.
What about the
I killed a dog. Here you go.
Shukariben? You're probably here. And here.
Thank you.
Ah,
What do you mean?
when the voivode was washing away the curse, I looked at the coals. That means the voivode was cursed by a
A woman?
The coals didn't say, but enough of that.
Dobro, dao mi je to i to.
Greetings. What bring?
Sam tebe htio nego... I ona je... Ivor. Dobro, riješili smo. Možemo ići na main quest.
God grant you help. Good day. Good to see you, friend. Good to see you.
Tu se mogu oprat. Dobro. E sad bi ovo trebalo biti malo zanimljivo.
God bless.
Show me you.
Da, prodaje. Dobro. Kupit ćemo samo ovo.
Worried about the...
All right.
Satisfied?
Look. Off. Fine. I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
To mi stvarno ne treba. A trebao sam mu shield dat. Ček, to ćemo... Force. Ajmo šalj ljepši poves. Samo da mu damo... I ovako, mislim da navečer tek trebam pričat s ovim likom, ali dobro, ne vezi. Sad ću mi to. Da mu dam shield ovaj.
Good to see you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
The gills.
What are you doing here?
Halo. Možemo li pričat? Ne možemo? Ok, to je valjda riješeno. Samo po sebi, a nije bitno da ja imam shield kod sebe. Wow. Ne vezi, koga jebe. I nije neki čovjek. Skoro zgazi čovjeka, jebote.
How's it going?
Easy.
My life on I
Easy. Nice and slow.
Možeš jest na konju, fora. A ne možeš ubrzati ovdje. Dobro.
Whoa, whoa.
Ok. Capone.
Do you know when von Bergov plans to attack Nebukov?
I'm not a soothsayer. I don't know any more than you, Henry. I reckon he'll announce his plan to his vassals at the banquet.
What can we do in the meantime?
Wait. What else? Try to amuse ourselves? You can manage that by yourself. Come and pick me up this evening, before the banquet. You've come just at the right time.
It looks like we'll eat and drink our fill before going.
It'll be mostly a lot of pointless small talk, if you ask me.
You're not looking forward to the feast?
I'm fed up with this waiting. I'd rather set out right now and wring fuckers' necks one by one. And above all, I want to put that lying fraud from Nabokov in irons.
That makes two of us. We'll get him. Don't worry. I'm sure von Bergov has good reasons for caution.
I hope so. And I'd rather get this messenger business off my back too.
I'll get back to enjoying life without the tiresome duties of a nobleman.
You bet. We'll live it up when we get back home. But now, let's go and hear what Sorotto has to say to us.
I'm hoping for some good drink and crispy roast meat while we listen.
Let's go then, before there's nothing but bones and empty pitchers left.
A Black mi negdje jebe sve po spisku jer ne igram s njim. Nego streamam ovo. 100%.
Lord Capon and his page.
Još uvijek ima 3 sata i 40 minuta.
Good evening, friends. Join us, please, and sample what our kitchen has to offer. Wench, pour Lord Capon some wine.
We have excellent Hungarian wine, sir.
Thank you. I won't say no. I'll be glad to drink to our upcoming victory over that rabble from Nabokov. And perhaps to an alliance against other such saboteurs throughout the kingdom of Bohemia?
Well said. Just what I like to hear. What do you say to that, Ulrich?
It is certainly gratifying to hear a young lord expressing such concern for our country's fate.
True. It is admirable that you are determined not to betray your Uncle Hanush's trust. Our agreement stands, of course. But I'd like to remind all of you here that politics is mainly about making the right compromises, not hasty decisions.
We have the same interests, Sorotto. We'll be happy to help you deal with those criminals at Nebukov. And let's hope that our cooperation doesn't end there. You know better than anyone how many similar bands plague our kingdom.
Well said. It seems Hanush and Rezig have an eye for capable and eloquent servants. As soon as we are finished with that rabble, I shall write a reply.
Da bar imam ono drugo dijelo,
Now to the business at
to mi daje
hand.
malo veće statove za speech.
We
A ne, ja u
discussed
armoru
this
došao.
long and hard, but we came to the conclusion that the best thing would be to catch them by surprise. And for that reason, we will set out for Nebakov at the crack of dawn tomorrow.
And we will string up the insolent bastard who commands the bandits from the nearest tree.
More wine, Lord Chamberlain?
No, thank you. The Lord Chamberlain needs a clear head. He will lead the assault on the fortress.
What? Sorry, sir. But did you say we'll be under Ulrich's command?
Who else? My captain is injured, and I am expecting an important visit. Unfortunately.
Aha. And may I know what the Lord Chamberlain's plan is?
Of course you may. It's nothing complicated. We'll pass through the Trotsky Gorge early in the morning and reach the fortress unobserved. A quick charge will get us over the palisade and we'll catch that rabble by surprise. They won't know what hit them. Ha ha!
I'm sorry, sir, but isn't that kind of frontal assault needlessly risky?
Risky? Peasants with pitchforks could handle that rabble. Have no fear, Lord Capon.
Well, that wouldn't be my plan.
Sorry, sir, but I think my lord here has more experience of soldiering than your chamberlain. He fought with valor during the conquest of Pribyslavitz and the siege of Talmberg, and I think he'd be more useful.
I have no doubt Lord Capon is very experienced for someone his age. But I'd rather entrust my forces to someone more mature. You're not offended, I hope. Ore.
Perish the thought, sir.
It's thanks to the Lord Chamberlain that this castle is standing. I have complete faith in his abilities.
My friend, send your servant to the smithy for armor and to see...
Catherine, sir.
To see Catherine for wine for the journey. We'll move out as soon as the sun rises.
Okay.
Be so kind and get me another pitcher of the Hungarian wine, will you?
As you wish. Just a moment, Lord Chamberlain.
I promise, sir, that this will be my last wine today. The next wine I drink will be to celebrate our victory. Ha ha ha!
Your health, then, gentlemen. Eat, drink, and be merry. But don't overdo it. Tomorrow, I expect you to display your knightly valor.
Anything else you need?
I'd like to speak to Sir Otto.
Certainly.
Da vidimo šta možemo, ne?
Would I be right in assuming nobody else knows about the content of our message yet?
Correct. And that is how it will stay, until I decide on my reply to lunch.
What about the League of Lords? Do you think you'll convince the other nobles as well?
Careful now, young man.
The war hurts everyone without exception. And that is why it has to stop. Everyone agrees on that. Each one of us has to consider what he can do for peace in the land. You can show what you can do tomorrow, when we settle scores with those bandits.
We'll make short work of them.
I'll try not to let you down, sir.
Certainly. We will talk tomorrow when it's over.
Okay, repetition gain. Dobro.
You must be
Okay.
that Henry from the Lord of Lipa, eh?
What would you like, gentlemen?
We're just talking about the ambush on Lord von Bergoff's men.
Apparently, it was the same man who attacked your company by the pond.
Aye, no doubt about it. It's the same band of troublemaker.
Who got the better of you twice.
Zweimal?
That's right. They say that at Nabokov, Lord Capon parleyed with someone pretending to be older than him, but in fact it was none other than the leader of those disgraceful scouts.
Dann ist es ja kein Wunder that
Neki
Puff
Niemcy.
Capon won't talk to us. He's afraid we'll make fun of it.
I'm sorry, sir, but Lord Capon did nothing wrong. It wasn't his fault.
Watch your tongue. You don't want Henry to take offense and fly off the handle again?
Ja, du hast recht. If I've offended you, Henry, we can settle scores. I'm at your service, but if you'd rather try your luck, we can have a game of... That strikes me as a better option than going at each other with swords. Wie war das?
I understand.
Ajde da te operem u dajsu za 110 groša na brzinski i to ti je to.
Auf geht's. I'm very curious about you.
You have to have a bit of sense and count the dice.
Ajmo neke specijalne kockice.
Hier.
Bast. Zašto idu dalje? Ali ga je posrala.
That's good too. You're up, my friend.
Ne znaju ovi igrat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Even a fool gets lucky sometimes.
Ne, ne treba nikakve specijalne kockice. Dobar
Looks like you don't even want to play.
Dobar
Last
skor.
time I was watching, a farmer lost his breeches and his boots here.
To je to. Dobio sam.
Das ist nicht möglich.
That was a good game.
Nice.
Lady Fortune gives and takes. Well, that's true. No offense.
Tako je. Ajmo dalje.
I'm pleased to see you.
We have a poet among us, eh?
Me, a poet. I leave that sort of thing to Florian. Women swoon in his arms. And then there's a poetic soul for you. Aye, he's too big for his boots. But I'll pay him back for his joke.
Tell me more.
Excellent. I need to get Florian back for one of his jokes.
What did he do to you?
He persuaded a certain damsel to let him dress up in her. When I sang beneath her window one evening, they all thought it was hilarious. And that twit threw lilacs down to me from the...
How do you want to get your revenge?
Nothing of the sort. No violence. I know that one damsel gave him a ring, and it'd be interesting to slip the ring to her best friend.
Well, that sounds like a pretty cruel joke.
He's bound to have it in the chest next to his bed.
Now I see.
Well, the most important thing is that everyone sees I'm here. All you have to do is bring it to me unobserved.
Okay, sneaky peeky.
Blacksmith boy, what are you doing there? Get over here.
What is it? I thought a good old feast would cheer you up.
You call this a good nothing but puffed up peacocks sucking up to each other, pretending they don't smell of dung. And the Chamberlain.
Sod the Chamberlain. He's a conceited idiot.
And how many battles has he won?
You heard Lord von Burgov. He trusts him.
Ulrich is a master of the quill, that's all. By the way, thanks for standing up for me.
You're welcome. I definitely trust you more in battle than him.
When push comes to shove, I won't be paying much heed to that buffoon.
I understand. But this is the only way to get revenge for the massacre by that band of cutthroats killed our men as well. And we don't have a chance against them on our own.
Oh, maybe. But don't you forget to stop by the smithy for my sword and armor. And fetch some wine. If you want my advice, try not to get too shit-faced. You've got a battle to fight.
Don't worry.
All right.
Good night. Ne brini, neću se napit ko guzica. Ujebote. Please enjoy a good life. Go get the armor. Good night sleep. Bring Florian ring. Okay.
And to love, Gloria. And to your nimble.
Da pojedemo, da ne bi rekli da nismo niš pojeli. Eat.
And to victory, friends.
The kitchen.
Good day. Well,
Excuse me, have you seen Catherine?
what do you want her?
I'm supposed to get some wine from her for Lord Capon.
For that handsome young man, I'll go and get it and you can forget about that ninny Catherine.
Well, the thing is, they told me...
Forget it. God knows where that cow's got to again. I ain't seen her all evening, but don't worry. I'll be happy to give you wine for Lord Capon myself. I'd just like to ask if you could open the spice chest for me in the meantime. The lock got stuck again and won't open for love nor money.
Who locked it like that?
Nobody.
Fantastic. Sure.
Thanks. Take care then.
Gdje je vino?
I've opened the spice chest for you.
Really? That's clever of you. I won't bother locking it again from now on. If someone pinches something, I'll blame Osuna and his rubbish lot. Here's some Hungarian wine for your journey. May the Holy Virgin watch over you in battle. Farewell,
Hvala
sir.
žensko, ovo će ići pokrase živo. Gdje ću imat šta je sutra. Ali nema veze. Gdje si, Mate? Uzmemo armor.
What do you want at this?
I'm supposed to collect armor and a sword for my lord.
Oh, but that horse is already bolted. I'm clean out.
What? You don't have anything?
Lots of other knights were here. You should have come earlier, that's...
But Chamberlain Ulrich himself sent me here.
I'll be happy to give you what's left, but it ain't... I reckon you'll have to do the mending and sharpening yourself.
Look, I don't want to quarrel, and I understand you want something out of it for yourself, and that's all right. Because my lord may be a bit of a twit. If he likes what you give him, you'll get another order from him in no time. So.
Oh, right. Well, that's a different matter. I'll give you the best I have left, although I'm almost cleaned out. Here you are.
See now? Where there's a will, there's a way. Sakra. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself.
Da vidimo šta je da. Ovo je lošije. Saksom bar. A to je helmet. Zanimljivo. Bolje izgleda. Ok. To. Get a good night's sleep. Bring Florian ring. Da se makne. Gdje? Još gore.
What was that?
A naravno da je s ove strane. Jer zašto bi bilo s druge strane? Ovo još uspava, dio. Mislim ću morat čekat da se ovaj makne. What? Fuck me.
Hey, you're not allowed here.
Yeah.
Hurry up! Get out!
Idem. Amena jurio frajer.
I'll find you, don't you worry.
Aj kreni, molim te. Evo opet ovo. A koliko vas je, jebem vam sve.
What are you doing?
Dobro, mako sam se, daj, nemoj me jebat. A koga jebe? Jebe mi se za taj tvoj prsten i za sidequest. Fuck off. Idemo spavat. Okej. Let's go.
I've got your armor and wine for the journey. Let's see what von Berghoff sent me then. I'm gonna give that blacksmith Ostener a kick up the ass.
To, jel da?
What do you mean? It's not that bad.
Well, if it hadn't been for me.
What about you? Ready for battle?
Ready. We can go.
Excellent. Mount up then. I can't wait till we smash those whoresons' faces in.
Okay. Let's go.
But so what? Let's go.
Tamari me,
Wait to put
konj.
that fraud from Nabarkov in irons. With the force we have, we'll take their little try. What do you think? What's wrong? Don't tell me you don't fancy going into battle. See, I won't get much conversation out of you this morning. Is that the fault of last night's feast? Or are you just bored and missing real adventure? If that's what it is, your blood should soon start flowing again, my friend. And when we've dealt with that band, Hanush is sure to acknowledge that I've made up for my mistake. Everything will be back to the way it was before. Audentis fortuna juvat!
Tako je, fortuna juvat. Let's go.
How was the Hungarian wine, gentlemen? I hope you don't have sore heads this morning.
Don't worry, Lord Chamberlain. My head is clear. A real knight knows how
Da
to
ovog novog
behave on the
Chamberlaina
eve of a
strela
battle.
pogodila po
What
srčela.
about your faithful servant and protector here?
I'm ready for battle, sir.
I'm glad to hear it. Sir Otto has charged me with keeping you safe. I hope you don't have anything
ne
against me
treba niko.
escorting you today, Lord Capon.
I can't say what an honor it is for me. I suppose someone doesn't want me to mess up again, eh?
Ne
But
treba mene
Lord
niko
Capon,
čuvat.
taking care of our guests is right and proper.
You, Sir Ulrich, should worry about not getting too many bloodstains on you today.
We all have our orders, and mine are to defeat that band of scoundrels in Nabarkov. Why dally then when we have work to do? To battle, gentlemen.
Ajmo.
Open the gate. We're moving out.
Oho, kad scena, Vidi mene u armoru. A nemam taj armor. Ali dosta tako kad sceni napravili. Koga mi ima na sve? Vidi koja vojska za onu šačicu bandita. Mi je bitno samo da ona ženska ne nastrada.
That outlaw and his band really fucked with us last time, eh?
I'm just hoping he won't fuck with us again now.
There aren't enough of them that can tackle this kind of force.
True enough.
And to think, I drank a toast with that fucker. Christ.
I hope you enjoyed your wine, Lord Capon, since old Neback was chewing on dry straw in his own cellars.
Don't you worry, Chamberlain. I'll see to that sneaky fucker in person.
You two are pathetic. I get the impression you're afraid to go into these woods, even with an army around you.
Yeah, I think I can see now why your lord barely escaped with his life. Maybe his captain underestimated the foe as light-heartedly as you.
Weigh your words carefully, young man. You didn't fare any better yourselves.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'll be a lot more...
Oba! Kimo sam se. Aha, eto ti ga na. Jebaše oni nas. To bolje da nije Pebbles.
What the... My God! Where? Fuck! Shit! Hey! Fuck out!
Konj pao na mene. Ajde, diš se. Ja zapao ispod konja.
No, he's really pissed me off. We have to get out of here. Quick! Stop the car!
To me! Get him behind!
Tako je.
Henry! We have to keep going! Down the path!
Ajmo. Atak! Ej, halo.
Keep on! Hands! Christ, I have to go to him!
To me! And you'll soon be meeting them! No, you don't!
Got it!
Pobiše nam. Puno su ih pobili, jebote. Pucate.
have to help the fool! You hear, Henry? I need you here!
Capon! Hands! Christ, I have to go to him!
Vidi, preko gađa, fuck. Ja ću ga pogoditi u glavu. Vidi, kroz glavu mu je prošla. Vidi ovo!
Henry! Grab the Chamberlain and let's get out of here! We have to get away! So help him!
I'm here! I'll help you!
Dumb! Whoresons! Bastards! Curse!
O, ubiše nam.
Fuck me! Ulrich's dead! Let's get out of here!
Capon!
Ne možeš ih pobiti, ja
I
mislim.
have to go to him!
To je stvar, trijele prolaze kroz njih. Čekaj da... Ovog ja lutat ćem vrne, stani.
Hands! Christ, I have to go to him!
Ne može. O sveti jebem, pobiše nas. Banditi, gledaj, oni ni armora, ne, gledaj što nas je pobijeno.
Bloody train! We have to find a different way! But fast! There are more of them behind us! Oh, Christ! There must be a way through somewhere! Make it fast!
Watch out! I can't aim!
Common bolt.
Quick! Down to the mill and across the stream!
Ovi su već tu došli.
Capon! Where the hell is he? I have to go to him!
Good! Good! I'll hack your ass off! No mercy! Nicely done! Nice hit! Watch out!
Capon! Hands! Christ, I have to go to him!
We have to get out of the gorge and down to the mill!
Have it! Help! I can't see him! I'm bleeding!
Gle, nas banditi.
No mercy!
Banditi su nas jebali,
Now you're for it, you sick! Nice hit!
Tako je. Kolji ga, mad. Od vojske ostala kurčina.
We have to get to the mill! We'll lose them on the other side of the stream!
Capon!
Ne
Where
može.
the hell is he?
Help me!
I have to go to him!
Ovo je ubijeno. Ovi pucaju iz pušaka, jebote, ja ih gađam strijelama, a ne može ih ni pogoditi. Ne da. A sad imam svoj armor, dobro.
Hans? Hans! Look at me! Hans!
Oho. Smo jebani, a?
That'll do!
We'll surely get a nice fat ransom for Lord Capon Kirkstein.
Trebao sam ih sve pobiti. Zanima me šta bi se dogodilo da sam ih sve pobio. Da sam uspio ući njega zaklat.
You'll have to take him first.
My boy, courage is a thing of honor. But what you're proposing isn't courage. It's foolhardiness.
Well, better to have honor than to sneak up and ambush people from hiding.
It works, though. War is a nasty business. And it is better to have your head on your neck and your foe on his knees than the other way around.
Now what is a coward turned to banditry? You should have been a knacker. You'd still have your head on your neck. And your own seat in the tavern.
Shut your stupid mouth. You have no idea who you're talking to.
Yeah, to a weasel. Who shoots from the bushes instead of a fair fight.
You think so, huh?
Why dirty your hands with him, Captain? One shot.
I'm actually starting to think this young knight deserves a fair chivalrous duel.
Kako ću mu jebat sve po spisku sad? Osim ako nije, ako nema plot armor. Aha, 1 na 1. Joj, kako si se zajebo sad, frende. Kako ću ti sve po spisku, Ne znaš ti ko je Henry. Brko. Najbolj. Ti mamo jebem. Zakoču te. A ne date, a? Pičke jedne. Pičke. Da po 3 sekunde treba. Malo sam prejak, ja mislim. Malo su mi stetovi prebafani jer sam riješio sve side questove, Ziska. Ziska?
Do you reckon you can trust an outlaw to keep his word of honor?
Ko je to? Što moji ljudi? Nije mi baš jasno.
The best laid plans of men don't always come to fruition. As the saying goes, man proposes, but God disposes. And then boots you right in the balls. All I wanted was a quiet life. Nothing more. Take it easy. Have a bit of fun now and again. And not piss anyone off too much. Apart from the use-its bailiff. But that's a different matter. But there's spiteful tongues everywhere. Well, you know how it is. And they complained about me to the man up above.
What? Him?
No, the bishop! And then they kicked me out, saying I was a disgrace to the parish.
What disgrace? A man has to enjoy himself from time to time. They couldn't just kick you out for nothing, though, could they?
Well, I might not be entirely blameless. I threw up during a sermon and beat up the bailiff.
Holy fucking shit! I mean, sorry, Father.
So actually, it suited me fine when Anush and Radzig's boys went missing, and I could hit the road to look for them. My nag Bibiana is happy to stretch her legs a bit fine.
To je onaj,
She's well past her prime. She's so unused to it.
sad dok mi dođe.
When I tied her up by the gate here, she nearly gave me a kick.
What boys are you looking for, if you don't mind me?
It's no secret. I need to find them. So I'll be grateful if you can tell me anything.
I'll be glad to help, Father.
It's these two young fellas that recently set off for Trotsky with a letter and haven't come back. One's a blue-blooded fledgling and the other's a smart-ass smith. Does that ring a bell?
Ah, Sakra. Everyone who was at the Semine wedding knows them two. They caused such a ruckus that they was nabbed and locked up in Trotsky.
Well, I know. I'll go straight there then.
Well, Father, a big force left the castle this morning. And they were ambushed in the ravine near the Barkov Mill. A terrible massacre. Folks say all hell broke loose there.
Folks do like talking about hell.
Seriously. I heard the Trotsky Chamberlain himself copped it, and his whole company with him. And most likely, your friends and all.
What? You said they were locked up. How could they be in the Chamberlain's company?
Annie and Kuba from the Barkov Mill saw it. They managed to get away when it all started. And I think they said they saw them two there and all. Ask them yourself if you want. They're in the barn round the back. Kuba took a hammering, but he's well enough to talk.
They could be mistaken though, couldn't they?
Well, if you want to be sure, you can go and see for yourself, Father. The ravine ain't far from here. From the inn, follow the road east.
Yeah.
By all accounts, them bodies are still lying there. I hope to God it was over quickly for...
Surely not all of them. Those two... Oh, thank you, in any case. I'll go and ask around, and God willing, I'll get them.
Hope dies last. Safe travels, Father Godwin.
God bless you.
Okay.
Without anyone noticing.
Exactly. That's not all.
I hope...
God be with you, lad.
Oh, Christ! Kuba's in a bad way. He got shot. He needs to rest. What do you want from...
What happened to you?
An awful disaster. Our mill was like... suddenly in the middle of a battle. In the evening, some men burst in on us, herded us into the barn and wouldn't let anyone... And then, in the morning, the ravine suddenly turned into hell itself. Awful.
Easy. You have nothing to fear now, lass. What did you hear from the barn?
Branches snapping, horses whinnying, yelling, and infernal crashes and bang. We tried to flee, but Cooper was hit in the shoulder by an arrow.
We hid until it was all over. And then they took some cap...
I'm looking for two friends. The innkeeper told me they were involved in that skirmish. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein and Henry, his page. Have you heard those names?
Lord have mercy. They were the ones that was taken captive.
Are you sure?
Aye. After what they got up to at the Semine wedding, half the domain knows that.
Poznati smo.
My God, there must have been lots of people there. Maybe you made a mistake in the confusion.
I'm sorry.
How can you be so sure? How far away were you? What happened exactly?
I'm just saying what I saw. That's all.
I'm asking if you're sure. Would you swear to God?
Before Almighty God. I mean, it was all a bit chaotic, that's true.
Well, who were those cutthroats?
Some of them wore Lord Nebag's colours, but it wasn't his men. We know his men. They ride by the mill often enough, and sometimes stop off for a chat.
I'll leave you to get some bread. Deus.
Oh, was that Latin?
Aye, I'm a priest.
Merciful Mother of God. That's some good fortune. Maybe he'll get better if you put a...
Of course. I'd be happy to.
Benedictio Domini sit vobiscum. Benedictus qui venit in nomine Domini.
Amen.
Amen. Here, take this and pray for us.
Farewell.
I hope we can go...
Ja sam sad stari djeda, majku ti. O jebe.
Back to the mill.
And you're supposed to believe there's justice in the world.
Oh, God Almighty.
To nije Pebbles Bibijana. Znači, pratim tu cestu dugo. Ej.
Go! Go!
O, ima dobrog konja.
Go!
Good girl. Good girl.
Yeah! Yeah! Go!
I'm supposed to take a left at the crossroads.
Go! Yeah!
The tracks lead to the right. I'd better tread carefully. That company must have headed into the thicker forest. They used the trees as cover. Wagons. They probably used them to block the way and prevent a retreat. Smart. I should keep my eyes peeled.
Hey, nice and slow.
They rained arrows down on them. Good God, what a bloodbath.
All right. I just have a...
What you want, you old fart? Sure you're not lost?
Good.
What are you gaping at? Well, didn't they teach you not to stick your nose into other people's business?
Hey, nice.
God almighty.
Ken ne da?
Bless their souls. And they blocked their way forward as well. They were trapped. The man who planned this thinks like a true warrior. In any case, the innkeeper wasn't exaggerating. It looks like a Turkish raiding party swept through here.
Damn it, where do you think... Hey, I told you quite clearly to stay in the forest. You're welcome to anything you find up top, but stay away from here.
God be with you, lad. I'm not one of those corpse looters.
Listen, one more step and it'll be your last, old man.
Calm down. I don't want any trouble. I'm looking for someone.
Oh? And who do you serve?
The Lord God, my son. And wine, every now and again. Or ale. I'm not fussy.
What are you saying? You're a priest? You don't look like no priest.
I hear that a lot. But it's God's truth.
So who are you looking for, Father?
I'm looking for my friends. And I want to make sure they aren't among the dead. Can you take me to your commander?
All right, follow me. Eric can decide what to do with you.
Move it, idlers. Bury them properly so the wild animals don't get to them.
Eric!
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be on guard at the mill. I made it quite clear. I want that fucking rabble kept out of here. Who's this? Your pa?
No, sir. He says he's a priest, and he's looking for someone. So I thought...
Quiet! You, speak! Who are you? And who are you looking for?
Godwin. I'm a priest and I'm looking for my friends. Or their bodies.
And what exactly do you want from me?
I'd like to ask what happened here.
What do you think? And the best side won. Us.
Sorry, this might sound stupid, but I've just arrived and I've no idea what's going on here.
The cream of the local fiefdom. That bastard von Burgo threw everything he had at us, but it wasn't enough.
Now that I've introduced myself, I'm keen to know who you might be.
You may have introduced yourself, but I don't know why I should believe you. Whoever heard of a priest with a sword under his belt?
I get your point. Let's just say I'm whatever I need to be at the moment. A priest, a warrior, a tireless lover. After all, the Lord helps those who help themselves.
Well, you know how to preach. Maybe you really are a priest.
It looks like you crushed them badly. Did you leave any survivors?
So if your pals were against us, you'll find them in that pit there.
I hope not. I don't think you'd throw a nobleman into any old hole.
Nobleman?
Aye, a nobleman. I'm looking for the Lord of Perkstein in his page.
The Lord of Perkstein?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and Henry of Skalitz.
The captain took some prisoners with him, but I've no idea if it's them.
You'd better hope it is.
Right then. My name's Eric, and I'm in command here.
Excellent, Eric. I'd like to see the prisoners. Will you take me to your captain?
We'll see. Have you brought a ransom?
I still don't know if they're dead or alive. So first, I want to see them.
Right, fellas. We'll finish this. If you want to keep your head on your shoulders, clear off on the double. Did you hear what I fucking said?
I won't take orders from you, you dog! We're outnumbered, but we can take them. And then I'll take you to our prisoners. Deal?
If we survive.
Let's see if you're as good with that sword as with your Come on then, you!
To it. There's more of them!
Ajmo.
You was right, that fucker. Good. At him! He's got no chance alone!
Uf, posere čela.
You're off.
Get him from behind! Nice hit!
Može da udara i to ima veliki mač jebat.
Fuck! That was something! They got what they had coming, the fuck!
I'd say it's God's punishment. Requiem aeternam dona eis.
You really know how to wield a sword? Tell me, where did you learn to fight like and leave God out of it this time?
In the Battle of Kosovo.
Na Kosovo.
I did a bit of traveling when I was young, and lopped up a few Turkish heads along the way.
And you settled down in your old age?
Till recently I was the parish priest in Užice, near Sasau.
Sasau?
Looks to me like you're going to need a bigger hole for the bodies.
We're not going to dig graves for those fuckers.
It might not please our Lord, but I have no sympathy for them.
Who gives a damn about such scum?
Anyway.
Still on? I'll take you to the castle, so you can talk to the captain. He always appreciates a good warrior.
What castle?
Nabokov. Although, castle might be a strong word for it.
Dobro. Jo.
So tell me, Godwin,
Sit up. 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 So tell me, Godwin, why are you looking for those two anyway?
I gave my word.
Who to? Who's looking for them?
I can't tell you.
I see. We all have our secrets, don't we?
You're right, but I'm a priest, so you can confide in me.
Thank you. Look, that's Nabokov up on the left. It's got a commanding view of the whole valley. Now tell me, do you ride as well as you wield a sword? Let's see. I'll race you there. Yeah!
Quick! Quick!
Imam bolje konja, buras.
Quick! Go!
Well now, you're a fine horseman as well.
Nego, šta
Indiana
sam?
might look like any old nag, but there's more to her than meets the eye.
Bit like you. In any case, welcome to Nabokov. We'll leave the horses here.
Malo
Not to
prije
worry,
pobili
our
sve,
boys
sad
will
je
take
nešto
good care
kao
of them.
uljudan, ono.
Very nice fortress. How did you manage to take
Random lika dođe i dovede ga u dvorac.
Captain yourself.
I can't wait. Wait here for me, Bibiana. I'll be back soon. And maybe I'll have the two little blighters with me.
Okej, cutscene. Hladno mi je, moram zatvoriti prozor.
Where's the chief? I brought him a guest.
Just now he's interrogating some captives.
Call him. I believe they're still alive. You're in luck.
I hope so.
What is it, Eric?
Spušio je frajer oko.
I'm busy.
A i bolje ti je. Da me nisi ostavili, spušio bi ti glavu.
This here is Father Goodwin. For a priest, he's handier with a sword than most of your men. He helped us against some bandits. And he's looking for Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Well, well. This is quite a turn-up. I've just had a very interesting chat with this Capon. And your Istvan. Now I think I want to have a chat with you. Go and wait for me in the tower.
Oho. Istvan. Sad, to je nešto povezano sa pričom iz jedinice. Ja nisam potpuno siguran.
Greetings, Captain. Are you the one who came up with that diabolical ruse in the ravine? Remarkable work, I can't deny. If you did that on a larger scale, you'd go down in history.
I'd never have expected such an accolade from a priest.
Folk all over the domain are saying all hell broke loose there. Terrible bangs, smoke, but I don't see the devil in it. More like Schwarzpulver. Black powder. Am I right?
They definitely didn't teach you that in the seminary. Who the hell are you?
As your man-at-arms Eric said, I'm Father Godwin. I'm in the service of Sir Hanush of Lipa, and I'm looking for his nephew.
Hanush of Lipa, eh? Interesting. Did I hear correctly that you're a priest? You don't look the part.
Ne credas aurum, quid resplendent ut aurum. Perhaps not, but I am. And who are you, sir?
You don't need to know my name. I'm a knight, and that should be enough for you.
Conversing with a man without knowing his name is a little awkward. But so be it. Am I to understand, Sir Knight, that young Lord Capon is alive and well and is in your captivity here?
You understand correctly. That he's in better shape than I am. I don't have this bandaged eye for fashion. That page of his did this to me.
It doesn't pay to underestimate that one. He's one of the few who can hold his own with me, whether sword fighting or boozing.
Boozing? You're a proper priest, then.
Unfortunately, the bishop had other ideas.
I have a feeling that's just one chapter in your colored history. Am I right?
Indeed. But this isn't the time or place for recounting adventures. You have my friends, and I want them back. So what do we do about that?
Straight to the point, eh? You're a man after my own heart. So what do you propose?
First of all, I'd like to see them, to make sure they're safe and sound as you claim.
They're both fine, for now. You have my word.
The word of an unknown knight? That's as much use to me as
the word of a dubious priest with a bloody sword in one hand and a wineskin in the other is to me.
Well, let me put it another way, Sir Knight. I don't know what happened here exactly, who you are, or what your quarrel with Otto von Bergau is. But I guarantee you that those two greenhorns won't interfere with your plans, and you have no reason to hold them.
I'll have you know, these two greenhorns came with Otto von Bergau's army to conquer this fortress, and they were the most dogged of all his men. And I have to admit, the best as well, as my eye can testify.
Like I said, they're handy fellows. Although they do get up to some stupid escapades. As you no doubt well know, Lord von Bergau is on the opposite side of the Lord of Lipa. So if that pair joined up with him, they must have had a damn good reason for it. Believe me, but that's by the by. It's over and done with. Release them. I'll take them away and Sir Hanush will be in your debt.
Tell me, Father, what price does Sir Hanush put on his nephew?
How much do you have in mind?
You're not even able to name a figure. What kind of negotiator are you?
I'm not a negotiator. I have a task to fulfill, and that's what I intend to do. I was afraid at first that if anyone was going to hold them captive, it'd be von Bergau, and I'd have to party with him. Ah, well. Man proposes, and God disposes.
This whole story of yours sounds to me rather suspicious. How am I to know you're not von Bergau's spy? Maybe I should throw you in the same cell with that pair.
Excellent! At least I'd get to see them with my own eyes, and not have to put up with any more horse shit from a lying cyclops.
Enough! To hell with you! You've got no ransom, and you don't want a parley. So we're done here. Be glad I'll let you leave in one piece.
You won't get rid of me that easily.
Rebellion! They're attacking!
I came here to get them, and that's what I'm gonna do. Looks like you know how to use a blade. Fighting Turks will teach you that.
Ovo zajebane.
Kosovo. If you help me, I'll let them go.
Up and at them! Kill them to the last man!
Šta ako ubijem nebakova sad ovaj?
You'll be sorry, fucker. You'll be sorry, fucker.
I'll kill you for that! Ain't had enough yet.
Rebellion! Yeah! Smash the fighting! Good!
Mamo ti jebem. Kako je nešto satisfying u zamajivanju ovog mača. Neopisivo.
I've been waiting for you.
Jesus! Die, you swine! What's the matter? Shit yourself?
There, don't spare him. That will work for me.
Oh!
Nice hit.
Gang it up on one man!
Good. Any last words before I finish him off?
He doesn't know
what he's up.
Whether you're a priest or not, I have to admit,
Jel ih mogu sve
you're
pobiti?
damned handy with
To
a
me
sword.
zanima.
Likewise. But what the hell was that all about?
Looks like those friends of yours were right. Von Berghoff's spies infiltrated us. Istvan Toff and that Eric of his.
Eric? Where is Eric?
Fuck! To the captives, quick! Before it's too...
Ajmo.
I hope Hanush has enough coin to pay the ransom for you. As for you, well, we'll see about you.
To je onaj peder iz jedinice. Šta mu je mač ukraja, mislim.
You! Tough! You swine! You're lucky I can't get to you, you treacherous cunt!
Bark at me, you dog! Who the hell do you think you are?
Where's my sword?
Who is this? Madman? Surely you're not going to listen to some vagabond?
What, but you think you should listen to Sigismund's bitch? Enough!
Henry ima jezike.
What's he talking about?
You clearly don't know your own men. Although this one is Sigismund's man. We've already had the honor.
They're making up shit to avoid the gallows.
So that's why you were so keen to avoid that battle.
We were defending the castle as you ordered.
Throw him in the cell with Nebak.
I'm sure you'll get on just fine together.
You're making a terrible mistake!
We'll see about that.
Zizka, you want it at the gate?
Žiška.
Shit, I'm not done with you yet.
Now you're done for. You'll pay for everything you've done.
Why do you think so? The little misunderstanding with the captain will get sorted out soon enough, one way or another. What's interesting is that you cross my path again when I'm doing what I do best. Fate, I suppose. We have the same fairy godmothers. Whores.
You dog! You're in the mood for jokes? After what you did here in the fortress? Give me one good reason I shouldn't strangle you on the spot.
Strangling your rescuer would be a mistake, Yaramir. A big mistake. And most likely a mortal sin.
Rescuer? What are you on about?
Why do you think you're still alive? Thanks to me. I persuaded Zizka not to get rid of you for good.
Don't listen to him. He's a liar and a traitor to this land.
And a loyal servant of King Sigismund and our Sir Otto von Bergau. Just like you, sir. Or am I mistaken?
Otto von Bergau?
Indeed. While these two support that drunken, good-for-nothing Wenceslas, like that bastard Zizka.
Why did you help him then?
It was a direct order from Sir Otto.
What order?
Gain Zizka's trust and stop his perfidious raiding once and for all. Unfortunately, getting away from here in time and warning Sir Otto about the trap was harder than I expected. And that's why I'm locked up here now. In any case, you wouldn't be alive without me. Believe me, sir.
Don't believe him. He's a common bandit. He did the same at my hometown. Attacked castles, murdered, and plundered.
I was given a direct order by my lord, who is yours too, and I'm carrying it out as best as I can.
Behind bars?
Like I said, if everything had gone to plan, it wouldn't be us in this dungeon, but Zizka. But don't worry, sir. I haven't said my final word yet.
Well, I don't want to be too hasty, but all right, I'll take your word for it. For the moment. You'll regret it if you're lying to me.
No doubt.
Where's my sword?
Your sword? You're still bothered about that? It's only a piece of iron. I have to admit, your father did a good job on it, though. Beautiful work. His last.
You won't look so pleased with yourself when I'm gutting you with that sword.
I'm not sure you'll get the opportunity, to be honest. If either of us has a chance of getting out of here alive, it's certainly not you.
Don't try it on. You fled from Talmberg like a thrashed dog. And if it's true you're working for von Bergov, you haven't done too well. All your men are dead, and you're here in a cell.
For the time being.
Ha! I get the feeling you touched a nerve there, Henry. This vermin doesn't have a backup.
I'll be free before you know it.
And how do you intend to get out of here?
Surprisingly, I have better prospects than you two. And waiting for a ransom is only the last resort.
Who would pay a ransom for you?
Don't tell anyone, but how about the man who sent me here? And he's close by. Unlike Lord Hanush is at the other end of the country.
Zizka would have to be out of his mind to release you.
Really? People like Zizka know coin is more important than revenge. You can't pay a band of mercenaries with nice feelings. Besides, seeing what happened, I don't think Zizka is going to want to stay long. And I wouldn't expect him to wait around until a messenger brings a ransom from Ratar. One way or another, he won't have any need for you. Either of you. And that's when my time will come.
Šupak. Ali sad se priča razvija, ali jako zanimljiva misija.
I'm gonna get you.
No one's yet built the gallows I'll swing from, boy.
I don't think Henry's planning to hang you. It's more likely to rip your gut open. And I'll be
Da.
When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
What's the matter? Lost your tongue?
I think he was looking
Losha.
for this.
You swine!
You better hope your father pays a nice fat ransom.
Rot in hell!
Eric! We're just about to do some gutting.
There's no time for it.
There's always time for this.
No, we've got to flee now.
To je mač.
There'll be time when we meet again.
What the fuck was that?
Fuck it!
Nije ni ušao u čeliju, već je vani.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ. Gentlemen.
It's Godwin!
You know, I thought I'd be carrying your bodies home. Can you even deliver a letter?
Zajeban ovaj svećenik. Ova dvojica opet bježe.
I will get those fuckers.
Zanimljivo.
They're riding to Trusky. You were right.
All you had to do was trust us.
Trust you? When you came at me with von Bergov's army? Sorry, but my eye doesn't see it that way.
Maybe we wouldn't have come at anyone with an army if they hadn't tried to kill us earlier, and weren't cozying up with that bastard Istvan.
There might be some truth in that. We got off on the wrong foot, all right. But it seems we have a lot to say to each other.
Too right. I have to admit I'm getting a bit lost in all this mess.
You're not the only one.
Well, let's start with you, Captain. You know all of us, but we don't know you from Adam.
I am Jan of Trotsnov, also known as Zhishka. These days in the service of Jan Sokol of Lamberg and Margrave Prokop of Luxembourg.
Prokop? Jobst of Luxembourg's brother? What a coincidence. We're here at Jobst's instigation.
Well, Sir Hans, the problem is Prokop is at this very moment in Sigismund's jail in Pressburg on account of Jobst's treachery, which doesn't exactly make us allies.
We know what Jobst is like, and I don't trust him one bit. But we came here to try to get von Bergov and the League of Lords to parley and end this war. We're on the same side.
You're right, and it's a good thing you don't trust that snake. I've been double-crossed by him so many times that I won't make the mistake of trusting him again.
I'm glad we've cleared that up. And now, I'd like to know how you two got from delivering a message to riding with von Bergau's men.
How? We had a common enemy, that's how. As soon as we arrived, we were attacked by Zizka here and his men. They murdered our company, took our message, and on top of that, they had Istvan with them.
And Istvan was actually working for von Bergov all this time.
Where did you pick up that bastard, Zizka?
When I came here, I was putting together a band and he turned up, along with Eric and a couple of others.
You recruited him? Just like that?
Lord Capon, when you do what I do, you don't get to choose from the best, but the worst. And he was good at our trade. So good, I didn't notice he was setting me up.
If you're in Sokol's service, as you said, what exactly is it you're doing for him?
Waging war, as you've no doubt noticed.
There's a fine line between waging war and marauding.
As a man of your experiences must know, war takes many forms. And since King Wenceslas and Prokop are imprisoned and the Czech noblemen are useless, we're doing the best we can alongside Sokol. We're making life difficult for the traitors who are in league with Sigismund. And Otto von Bergov is traitor-in-chief.
How did Semyon come to join you?
Von Bergov is a bad master, and you're not the only ones who don't like what Sigismund's doing in Bohemia. The same with the miller, though he had lots of other incentives as well.
Did you want to kill von Bergov?
Of course. And as you know, we almost succeeded. But just making his life hell was enough. Making sure he lost as much coin and manpower as possible so he couldn't help Sigismund. And we hit him where it hurt, believe me.
So you were doing the same as Toth was doing in Sasau, in Sigismund's service? Or maybe even von Bergov's?
I suppose so. I also understood from what he said that he'd been harassing the enemy a bit too, but he didn't say who that was. Now it's clear why.
Harassing a bit? No offense, but you're a dabbler compared to him. Istvan took Talmberg Castle. He assembled a huge force and almost seized control of the entire Sasau region. The whole region had to band together to put an end to his mischief.
And did you?
I should say so.
You see then, this whole region also banded together against me. And did they stop me? And who did you say the dabbler was?
Why did Istvan let you ambush von Bergov instead of telling him you were at Nebakov? If he's on his side.
Well, that's not so mysterious. It all happened so fast that he didn't have time to do it. What's more, I kept everyone inside the fortress before the battle. for that precise reason, so no idiot would give us away. Although it's true he wanted to avoid that battle. He tried to talk me out of it. And now we know why. While we're on the subject of Istvan, I understand you have some history, but...
It's a pretty ugly story. As Lord Capon said, he went marauding in our Sasau region. He seized Talmberg Castle, imprisoned my father, and stole his sword. And his commander, Markvart, killed my mother and stepfather while they were raising our village.
That's a long list.
Why do you think Istvan joined you when he's on Sigismund's side?
That's a good question. Either he just needed coin and joined the first band he came across, and when he found out who I was, he secretly did an about-face and planned to double-cross her. Or he was already Sigismund's spy when he joined us. Anything's possible.
Well, I understand you were out to harm von Berghoff, but why did you attack us, for God's sake?
We saw you meet up with his garrison. It looked like a friendly encounter, so we figured you were with von Berghoff.
You killed all my men!
And you killed my men. No, some of them were far from good.
War is a nasty business, Captain. What happened, happened.
Tell that to Oates.
Do you know Catherine?
Who?
The girl from by the pond, for whose sake you killed your own man.
No.
You killed your own man to protect a woman you don't know.
Looks like it, doesn't it? Nobody has tried anything of the sort since.
How did you manage to set that trap in the ravine so quickly?
I have my sources.
Come on! I think you can trust us after all that's happened.
I'll give you a piece of advice, Lord Capon. Don't trust anyone.
If there's one thing I can't figure out, it's how come you suddenly turned up here?
Da, odakle budu.
Would you rather I hadn't?
Certainly not. You came at just the right time. A positive godsend.
I have the feeling it wasn't God who sent you, but my guardian Hanush.
He dropped by to see me just as the bishop was kicking me out of my parish. He said you'd been gone suspiciously long, and I was wondering where I was going to live. So we made a deal that I'd go and check up on you.
That was a good idea, I must say.
I think so too.
What are we gonna do now?
We can't stay here. God knows what plots those fuckers are hatching right now. We should get ready to leave. Von Berghoff may have lost lots of men, but he won't take this lying down. Word will get out about his humiliation, and the League of Lords will come to his aid.
Where will we go?
I don't know yet. What about that Jobst of yours? Should you send word to him?
He's still somewhere in Brandenburg.
So the best thing would be for all of us to go back to Ratai. Wouldn't you like to join us, Zizka?
That sounds like a plan.
You see? Oh, and would you like me to take another look at your eye? An open wound is the last thing you want on a journey.
Is medicine another of your skills? On top of sword fighting, boozing, and preaching?
Giving the last rites isn't the only thing I can do for a fallen man.
All right, then. You could look at the bandage for a start. The stench bothers me more than the pain.
Sorry about your eye.
You're lucky it was this one. It must be cursed. I almost lost it as a child already, and then you came along. Still, I have no one to blame for challenging you and taking off my helmet. I'll hand out orders and come and join you in the fort. So Hans can take you there.
Hehe, jeba samo majku.
Oh, God. Holy shit!
Don't worry. I'm sure it doesn't look half as bad as it feels.
It started to fester. I'll have to clean that out.
Just get it over with.
survive?
With God's help.
That's not what I asked.
The wound isn't deep. As long as it doesn't fester, it'll be all right.
So, he won't go blind?
He won't lose his eye. He just needs to get a good night's sleep.
We all do. We're leaving early in the morning before von Bergov comes and kicks us out.
Can we help somehow?
Aye. Go to bed and no more fighting. And
Idi
keep
spat.
your hands off our Clara. Got it?
Ne, ona je
If
moja
you really
Klara.
want to be useful, you can help Bluster load the car.
I think I know where we're most needed now. I'm going to need your help.
Leave me out of it. I'm still seeing stars from that bang to my head.
I'll be happy to help. What can I do?
We should say a few words for those who can no longer hear anything and dig their graves. It's been a hellishly long day today.
Okay.
Thank God we managed to survive until evening at least. Now it's time to go to those who were not so lucky.
At least they now have eternal peace from everything. And they don't have to...
Will you help me, Henry?
I will. Čekaj ti. Ti si Klara. Možemo pričat. Ne možemo. Will you help me?
It's been a hellishly long day today. Thank God we managed to survive.
Ok, tu ćemo stati, dosta smo odigrali, malo je kasno, ali nema veze. Mislio sam igrat malo DayZ-a, ali vidit ću. Malo je kasno, ali vidit ću, možda budem igrao. Dosta je ovoga za danas. Hvala što ste gledali i vidimo se u sljedećoj epizodi. Uživajte u ostatku večeri, laku noć. Iako možda upalim stream, tako da navratite ponovo. Ćao.